Okay, so thank you for staying for the Q&A. Um, so we have the directors Miguel Rueda for the first the short film, Jorge Forero, and also Maria Linares, composer. And yeah, please go ahead. Yeah. So just a quick question about the whole process. What was the beginning of the idea? How long did it take to write the script, to do all the shooting? How long like the editing, and finally we see the final film for both of you, and then I'll ask Maria some more specific question about the music. So if we can start with Miguel.
Okay, thank you. First, thanks to the festival for this beautiful invitation, and thanks for the audience for coming and support us for our films. And I really love your film. Congratulations, the music amazing. I really like it. So the process was very simple. It's an interview, Zoom interview. Guillermo is a really good friend. I met him like 14 years ago, and I know part of the process of his life. Okay. And I was working for a social justice organization, and I proposed this project talking about the housing issues in U.S. and now it's everywhere, no? So I want to be focused in another view, another perspective, another part of view this issue. And then I start to do the interview, and I don't want to see my face in the whole interview. It says better if I do some animation and create another environment with animation. And I did animation, the storyboard, editing, and the whole thing.
How long did it take, like the whole process?
The whole process, like 3 or 4 weeks, maybe. Yeah. So
okay. And I forgot to say that Miguel is a long time friend and collaborator of the festival, and he works mostly, as you can see, in animation with Aguijón Films, his company. And so if you're interested in some of the things that he's doing, that many things that he put there on the website and everything. And for you, Jorge, how was like the process? How long did it take? What was like the beginning of the idea? Because we can see for the credits that you're not only the director, but also a producer, and you also the co-writer of the script. So could you tell us a little bit about the whole process, please?
Okay. Thank you, the festival, Diana. Thank you for coming. Was really fast, all the process, because I wanted to make another film before the pandemic. And I was working the family topics and all these kind of things that is something I'm very interested. But the pandemic arrived and the other film was cancelled. And Alma, the one of the main characters, the younger, she has this idea of this film, but I didn't really like the script, and I don't make films by encargo. Yeah. And so I decided not to be part of this film. But during the pandemic in 2020, my father died, and I decided to make this film, but with 2 conditions. One, I have to rewrite all the script, and the second one, I didn't want to produce the film. I just want to direct the film. But I submit the project to a film fund in Colombia, very small film fund, $10,000, and we won that fund, and with one condition, in order to deliver the film 6 months after the grant. So I decided to produce the film, and I script the process was very collaborative, so I decided to write the script, like the first 3-4 versions in 1 month, and I invite Tatiana to co-write the script because I didn't have like the perspective, because the process was so very fast. And at the same time, we start the pre-production and all the process with the actresses. We work a lot with them. The film it's hard to find out, but it's a lot of improvisation. We work a lot improvisation with them. So so it was very fast. Were 2 weeks of shooting in this house, and so yeah, the process until the end of the shooting was like 6 to 8 months from starting the script until we finished the shooting. And after it was like a couple years trying to financing the post-production. But in that part, I met Maria, and we decided to work together to collaborate in this film, and we took the time editing, but also composing the music, and it's okay. We already shot the film. Now take the time to understand what we did and what we want to tell to the world, and in what sense.
So that's actually perfect, because my next question was for Maria. So I wanted to ask you, I mean, how was the process of your involvement with the film, and how did all the, let's say, like all the sounds, all the landscape, all the music, everything put together, and how was working with him, and when the film was already finished. So if you can tell us a little bit about that creative process for you.
Hi, thank you. I just want to say hi to all my family, friends, and colleagues who are here. I love this festival as well, so I'm really excited to be part of this year edition. I live in New York, so it is very special for me as well. Well, Jorge had a very unique approach when he reached out for this project. He did something that no one has ever done before or afterwards. He called me and said, like, I have a film, I want you to watch it and see if it would be a good fit for you, if it's something you're interested in doing. And it's very different from all the other projects I ever done, because they usually tell you, I have a project, send me something or tell me and I will pick you or not. But he didn't. So it was very different. Like, he wanted me to watch it and see if I was interested in doing, if I thought I could be a good collaborator. And I loved the film. I said yes, and yeah, we took the time. It was the first time he was working with a composer, so he was very careful. He started saying like he didn't want it that much music, but we worked on that, right? So it was an amazing experience for me. Like, I feel really grateful, and I really love this film because it was a true collaboration. We took the time. We were talking all the time. Like, I did something, we revised it. He gave me his thoughts. He was also open for me to propose different things. We took the time to find the sound palette, and it was amazing. Like, we had a lot of time to do it, and that's precious because usually we are in a rush and we need to finish. And I was also able to be part of the final mix, so that's also amazing. And I just got to meet part of the crew and everyone like recently, I think 6 months ago, and I felt they were family because it's crazy. You watch the film so many times that you start to feel they're your friends, right? And it's not. So yeah, at the end, I think we took the time to make the music, to find more places where music worked well, and at the end, we also got to record beautiful strings from Venezuela. And yeah, I don't know if you have something else to say about that.
So yeah, it's amazing how the creative process sometimes sometimes you're in a rush because you get a grant, you have a deadline, but at the same time after that maybe you have like a year, a couple of years or so to work. So it's sometimes the way time works for these projects, it's really a mystery, but in the end everything came really well. We have to open up and we have time maybe for maybe one quick question before two questions. Okay, thank you, Diana. Two questions. Okay, first one.
Congratulations to everybody. It's an amazing film, very moving. But the question is, and correct me if I'm wrong, I have the sense that this is a time where part of the music is the silence. There's few music, but the music is perfectly placed, and sometimes you feel that there's no music, but that's the music. Is that something you discussed? Is that something, es algo de lo que hablaron? Did you talk about that? About leaving such few music to make silence music?
Yes and not. because for me the music is very important, but not necessarily the score in the film. When I'm writing, I'm listening music, so that rhythm and that pace is for me is important, because it's the way that the characters move in the space, is the way that the camera stays in the places, is the rhythm of the film. So I wanted to make a film where the sound was very important, where, because I don't know how it is here, but in Colombia we always have someone in the kitchen doing something, someone in a bedroom, and it's important that kind of sounds when you walk in the house and the wood floor crunches. It tells you about the house, that is not a brand new house, you know. Has this kind of character. Or when the people sits in the bed, if it sounds, is because has some character and has some story behind that. So at the same time, when we were working in the music, was like, okay, in what places we want the music. And it's difficult because in Colombia the dramatic and the soap operas have music all over the film, you know. In all the scenes, it's very important to put the scenes with a lot of music, because it's very dramatic, and I didn't want that. I wanted to the dramatic scenes were very dramatic, so I didn't want music in those scenes, but I want music to reinforce the character of the people, of the feelings of the people who were feeling what were they feeling besides the dramatic situations, you know. So that was something that we were working, trying to find the balance between the score and the silence and the sounds of the house and all these kind of things.
You did a great job.
Thanks so much.
Congratulations.
Thanks so much.
One last question. Okay, please.
Congratulations first, but I want to ask you, how was the process to find the casting to decide what you busy, and I know everyone know busy now this is not easy, or so she has some character in how was the process, and how was the process of the direct three women in a really feminist film? So how was it?
I am a person that doesn't try to create big fiction, trying to find the truth in that fiction. I'm someone who's trying to put the magnificent lens, amplifying lens to amplify what is really happening in the common daily life, you know. So when I was doing this film, for me something that is very important is I'm not interested in make perfect films. I prefer to make films that are more like us, broken, with problems, with difficulties, and working with the people. And when you work with 20, 30 people in the crew, you need to be like the father of all these people in a sense, and try to find how to talk with each other, and how to trying to create like a family and these relationships. And yeah, Vicky is a person who is not easy to work with her, but at the same time you need to find a way to treat with her. You have like a great actress with some other issues, so it's a bet at the same time, you know. It's like if you want to work with, I don't know, Al Pacino, and it's someone who can bring you something to the film, but also you have to bring him something, you know, from yourself, not just the money, but some kind of relationship, and how to create this environment to make the things right, I think. But at the same time, well, shit happens when you work with 30, 40 people, but at the end, it's the experience and the result of the film. I don't think that the film is more important than the people. I think that the people is more important than films. And we have this experience, and okay, was enough. But we have a film now, so.
Okay, so it's a trade-off, I guess. Okay, so it seems that this is a wrap up. We can actually continue conversation outside. Remember that well, there's a film after that. There's more films tomorrow. Thank you for coming. Join us. Post things on social media. Thank you. Muchas gracias.